Hi everyone. Actually, I just opened the account with one of those cryptocurrency brokerage, but back to a couple of days ago, I just decided to taste the water just a little bit and get to the actual position in order for you guys to see how I'm getting to the position, how I'm getting out of the position, and if the position is gonna go wrong and against me, so what's the second plan for it? How I'm gonna overcome with that problem. So let's go to my chart, which is the future for the cryptocurrency. And as you know, the cryptocurrency usually comes as a pair. So if you come over here, the position that I got back to a couple of days ago is the Ether with the Tether. So they usually come as a pair, as you see. So, and most of the time, the pair for these cryptocurrencies is Tether. So that's a Tether base, like a US dollar for the other account, which is the Forex. So usually for the Forex, most of the pair comes based off US pair. So the first one is going to be the prime pair, and the second one is going to be the follow one. So as you see on this one, so right now, after a couple of days, I'm minus $322.85. And the percentage that I have lost is minus 844.81%. So that percentage is going to be calculated based off my original deposit or capital that I just deposited in order to get to the position. So the capital for this one is not much. That's why the percentage is so high, because I guess it was $19 or $20 that I just got into the position with it. And based off that, because it's now minus $322.72. So it shows based off that cap that I just deposited as an investment, minus 844.97%. So based off that one, we're gonna go to the chart to see from which point I got to the position and from which one I'm planning to come out. So, and what was the reason that I got to this position? So I'm gonna show you the live so that you can have some sort of sense of me, how I'm getting to the position, how I'm coming out of the position. Okay, so as you see, there is a chart. I'm gonna go to the chart. So this is the 15 minutes chart that I'm showing to you guys. And as you see, in this 15 minutes chart, if you're gonna squeeze the chart together, as you see, so from the point that it got to on 15 minutes chart within a couple of days, so the market drops to 1,537.95 cents, and it just bounced back up to $1,616.6, which is not much. To be honest with you, for this kind of position, this much movement is nothing, because don't forget, in order to make the actual hardcore money, you have two choices: whether the market has to move really, really large in order for you to make a good profit of it, or you have to invest more, that when the market is going to have just a little bit of the move either, so you can have a decent profit from it. But the downward to it is that if you're going to spend so much money as a cap, if the market is going to go against you, so it's going to erode the whole capital that you have in the market, and there is nothing that you can do. So it's going to kick you out of the market without money, and it's going to be so, kind of depression for us. So my suggestion to you guys, go small and go for big movements, right? By that point, you spend less, but if the market is going to jump, you're going to have a very good, decent profit on top of that small investment. So let's go back to the position and to the first conversation that we had. So as you see, so the market now is consolidating. When the market became like this, so we call that the consolidation market. That means the market is indecision. So the number of the sellers and the buyers are almost equal. And because of that, the market is indecision. That means the market is kind of doesn't know which direction it's gonna move. So, but it's not gonna stay that way for a long time. At some point, the market is gonna make its decision, and it's gonna move either up or down. So based off my assumption, it's supposed to go up, but we're gonna see. We're gonna wait for it to see. So I'm gonna post in the next video the rest of these position in order to give you some sort of idea. If the market is gonna go against me, what's the second plan for it? And if it's gonna go in favor of me, so I'm gonna make a good money, I'm gonna cash out, right? And wait for the other opportunity. But you guys might ask right now, since the market dropped so much down and my cap was so small, so the market has been dropped so much in order to erode like 300 and some change in my account. And you're absolutely right in that matter. But in order to see what was the reason that I got to this position and I'm still hold on to it. So if I'm gonna change my chart to daily chart, which is this one. Okay, so here you're gonna see the actual movement of the market. So as you see, the market back to almost a month ago hit $4,112.34, and it just bounced back all the way down to 1,383.89 cents. And as you see, this small B over here that I'm trying to make it bigger for you guys. So this B over here, so this is the position that I got into, and the market goes against me, but I'm just waiting for it. As I told you in the previous videos, guys, if you're gonna be a good trader, you gotta be patient. So you gotta learn two things most of the time. First, be patient. Second, learn how to manage your money. So if you're gonna lose your control and do some sort of crazy shitty stuff, so I promise you, at the end of the day, the market is gonna eat you. The market is gonna eat your money, it's gonna eat your brain, and you're gonna be so stressful, and you're gonna be frustrated, and it's gonna kick you out like you are nothing. Me, you, or anybody else's in this market, we are nothing. We are just small players. So they can manipulate us. They can take our money away. They can do whatever they want if you cannot control yourself. So you gotta be patient, and you gotta be on top of the game in order to be successful. So right now, here is the market, and here is my position, minus $323.41. And in the next video, I'm gonna keep this position open. And in the next video, as soon as I'm gonna get some sort of result, either it's gonna go against me or go in favor of me, I'm gonna post a second video for the same position that I have in order to show you guys. So if the market is going to go against me, so what would be my second plan, my B plan? And if it's gonna go in favor of me, so I'm gonna cash out, so I'm gonna walk away from the market with the money in my pocket. Thank you, guys.